So, Scott Cawthon, creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, has just released a new FNAF game, Freddy in Space 3, the totally long-awaited sequel to 2019's Freddy in Space 2. Freddy in Space 3 brings to the table a large variety of brand new stages with a total of 9. In this video, we're going to be taking a detailed look and analysis on the Kawaii Heaven and Fungal's Fantasy Forest stages. Yes, that's right. There's now reason to talk about locational names like those when discussing about FNAF. I know, funny. If you find yourselves enjoying this video, please take a quick moment to leave a like rating on the video. Thank you very much for your support, and subscribe for more videos like these if you have not yet. Without any further ado, let's dive on into the Kawaii Heaven stage. In a galaxy far, far away resides a cloud-based planet named the Kawaii Heaven. The surface of this land are clouds, which is the reason why heaven is part of its name, and it gets the kawaii part of its name from all the cute things that reside on the planet, ranging from smiling yet hostile enemies to vegetation to items. The word kawaii is derived from the Japanese word for cute.
You really are quite cute.
Put those two words together and you'll get the Kawaii Heavens. In the Kawaii Heavens skybox holds a vibrant orangey purple sky, a consistent rainbow, clouds, a happy moon, and a few planets here and there. When Chica, or whoever you're playing as, first lands on this planet, you're introduced to the planet's variety of unique vegetation, like this pink tree that grows hearts, or this bush with happy fruits. The enemies you face here consist of wind-up pink Fazbears. These enemies spot space helmets and a wind-up key inserted into their backs. This enemy has a few attributes similar to that of Toy Freddy, those being the red cheeks and the red stripe on the floating top hat. Well, minus the floating part. You're also pinned against these cupcakes. This enemy has similar mechanics to that of the Thwomp character from Super Mario. It appears that these cupcakes have had quite a few victims. That much can be judged by the blood splatter it has. The next enemy you'll face here are these Toy Bonnie alien creatures. They'll hop around like rabbits as their form of attack and try to land on you. This character has alien antennae, and much like the cupcake, also has been doing some hardcore stomping, as can be noted by the amount of blood apparent on his feet. The final enemy present in this stage are these happy unicorns. Now, don't let the colorful hair or the happy smile distract you. It appears that this enemy has had some history in hostility itself. Take a close look at its horn. It appears to have stabbed somebody lately, judging by the blood. This unicorn also appears to be crying. It's unclear if the unicorn is crying blood, as the tear lines appear black rather than red. But there is another character in the franchise who cries blackness. That's right, Night Marionette. So it appears this unicorn has took small inspirations from Night Marionette in that department. Before you're able to advance onto the Fungal's Fantasy Forest stage, you're required to defeat a boss battle. The boss battle of Kawaii Heavens is Kawaii Freddy. Kawaii Freddy appears to be a Funtime Freddy inspired character. He's dressed like Cupid with angel wings, wearing a diaper and wielding a heart bow and arrow. He has heart tattoos with an arrow pointing through it on both of his shoulders, and his form of attack happens to be dropping cute toy Bonnie heads out of his diaper with a cutely angry expression. It's crazy to notice that even with all the blood and horrors, like, well, being stuffed in a diaper, even though they may be disgusted, they're still giving off a cute aura. Now, there's one place the 5 missing kids are happy they weren't stuffed. Before we move on to Fungal's Fantasy Forest, here's a few minor details in the Kawaii Heaven that you may not have noticed in rapid fire format. Did you know that even though the ground is made of cloud, there's other clouds still in the sky, and with that, they appear to have smiling stars on them? But did you know that every now and then you may find a cloud with one of its stars dead? And while on that track, you know what else has dead things latched onto it? Yep, the bushes. If you look closely, you'd actually notice that one of the fruits on the bush can be seen dead. The unicorn enemy's design gives off the fact that this enemy may be a toy, judging by the circle on its legs and outlined compartment on its back. Speaking of which, this makes the pink Fazbear also a toy, which we already knew. making 2 toy-based enemies on this stage. But did you know that out of all the non-boss enemies on this stage, Pink Fazbear is the only one without any blood splatter? After defeating Kawaii Freddy, you're given access to a portal it appears he's been guarding. Going through this portal lands you on the surface of Fungal's fantasy forest. Going further down will result in your arrival in the forest. The surface land of this planet appears to have a similar atmosphere structure to that of Earth's. Starry skies, forest of trees, snowy mountains. That far, we can measure forces and weather patterns altitudes to that of mountains have, and rope this being similar to Earth. However, for the maneuvering sides of things, once you enter the previously stated portal, you'll be landing on a water slide mechanism. These slides forcefully lead you into an unexpected boss battle with Mr. Chipper. While seeking revenge on any Five Nights at Freddy's based character that he meets, Mr. Chipper's form of attack is chasing you down with his axe. Be careful when you're fighting him though. Mr. Chipper can perform a spin jump that allows him to wall jump, all while swinging his axe around. Defeating Mr. Chipper results in his axe breaking and grants you access to the underworlds of Fungal's fantasy forest. The residents of the fantasy forest live on an elevated platform, as it has become apparent that living further on the ground has become impossible. Take a look at this background environment. All these plants, rocks, and tree stumps are poking their way through some seriously tall grass. These people's disrespect to lawn care is a disgrace. This planet has a lot of fungi substance, and seems to take place in a large forest. The vegetation on this planet consists of mushrooms that ooze green slime. Wait, they always do that. I mean, look at these smaller ones. Ugh. What is wrong with this place? As well as these bushes with purple fruits growing. This planet appears to have some sort of minor civilization, as you'll come across houses. As for the enemies down here, there's only one. It's this giant monster machine that has sharp teeth, a variety of spikes, rollers, and drills. This character has a very cool design and feels very badass, but his form of attack is just the opposite. He attacks you by shooting dim-witted mushroom things at you. I mean, sure, his attack is based on the planet he resides in, but man, a lot of missed potential with a design like that in my opinion. However, on the upside, this character is a reference to a character from A Pilgrim's Process, one of Scott's other video games, which came to be known as Soul Dozer once he's been introduced into FNAF world. So it appears that Soul Dozer lives on once again, and this is where he is. The second boss battle of the Fantasy Forest is Fungal Freddy. Fungal Freddy is a dark blue Fazbear wearing a brown jacket, similar to Shrek's, with mushrooms growing out of his body, as it appears that Fungal Freddy has become one with thy divine shrooms. His eyes and teeth seem to have a green glow emanating from them, and his top hat appears to have been spliced opened. Fungal Freddy's form of attack is shooting spiraling green mushrooms at you. These mushrooms can be held in place and at any moment be swung your way, so be on your toes. Defeating Fungal Freddy results in a level complete over the Kawaii Heavens and Fungal's Fantasy Forest stages. Here's a Fungal fun fact in the Fungal's Fantasy Forest that you may not have noticed. Did you know that even though it's been proven that this planet has a similar atmosphere to that of Earth's, the force of water and the concept of liquid is different? On the surface, it's overly clear that the water on the water slides are overflowing, yet the water does not leave the slide. And with that in mind, there you have it. So, we've taken a deep dive into stages 1A and 1B in Freddy in Space 3. If you guys have enjoyed this video and want to see a similar video for the other stages in this game, be sure to leave a like to tell me. Thank you so much for your support. If you're new, be sure to subscribe for more Freddy in Space 3 videos. Anyone can tell you this is a great place to be for FNAF content and discussions. If you'd like to hear my thoughts on the surprising Buff Helpy boss battle in the Meme Cavern stage, click the video you're currently seeing on your screen. Or if you'd like to see my reaction to the FNAF VR Help Wanted 2 teaser trailer, click the other video you're currently seeing on your screen.